There's one thing that we all consume on a daily basis that is very much like covert narcissism. It's insidious, it lurks, and it blends itself into the daily foods that we eat. And without realizing it, it's slowly destroying our mental and physical health. And this ingredient is sugar. Now, I'm sure you already know that, but according to this doctor, Dr. Mark Hyman, I'm going to include his link at the bottom so you can have more context. Okay, he said that there's more sugar in one serving of tomato ketchup than in 2 Oreo cookies. Now, I found that really hard to believe, but check him out, and it'll give you more context on this thing called sugar that's slowly destroying us from inside. Around 10 years ago, or maybe more, I think it's probably closer than 12, 13 years ago, I found myself starting to cut down on sugary stuff and refined carbs. It wasn't a conscious effort, I wasn't on a weight loss diet or anything like that, but I just lost the need for sweet things like cakes and ice cream and chocolate and donuts and stuff, and also ultra processed foods, ultra processed noodles and bread products. I did lose weight, and I thought, woohoo, I wasn't even making an effort. But it's not about the weight loss. Better than that was that my health started improving. I stopped taking supplements altogether, and I found myself being more drawn to whole foods. Now, there's this misconception that whole foods are more expensive. Yes, portion to portion, whole foods is more expensive, but you tend to eat less because ultra-processed food was designed to make you addicted to them and to consume more. So actually, when you're eating whole foods, it doesn't work out to be more expensive. It's been said that sugar is more addictive than cocaine. Yeah, I'm not going to delve into that. There's tons of information online that you can search for about how harmful sugar and addictive sugar and ultra-processed food is. So, I didn't know all this, before. I didn't know all this. So when I started to cut these foods out, it was actually because I didn't have a taste for them anymore. The sight and the smell of sugary foods, ultra-processed foods, they just made me feel so bloated that I, cut them out gradually. And finally, I just stopped eating them altogether. Once in a while, I'll have a chocolate or something like that, but I don't really need it. Like, I don't crave it. I find that in retrospect, it was because that I was progressing in my spiritual journey that it wasn't actually my mind telling me that, these foods are bad for you. It was my body that was rejecting these foods. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to share with you is that you can actually do it the other way around. You can actually try to cut out these sugary, ultra-processed foods. Try to do that first, and you'll find that it speeds up your spiritual development. Now, it can be harder this way around, but hey, who knows? We're all different. We're so unique. And there's so many different variables in each of our spiritual journeys. How we develop, how we progress in our spiritual journey is just so different. So give it a try anyway, because I found that I had so much more mental clarity when I avoided these foods. And now if I were to eat like an instant noodle, it really makes me feel really terrible. It makes me feel bloated. Some people tell me, why are you so harsh on yourself? Why are you so austere? I'm not being harsh. I'm not being austere. It's because my body really is rejecting these foods. And when you find that you are not so attracted to unhealthy foods anymore, it really means that you are progressing in your spiritual development, because a healthy mind and a healthy spirit doesn't like unhealthy food. Now, most of you probably already know this, or already know what ultra processed food is. But for the benefit of those who are not sure, then look at the ingredients list. A whole food, for example, a chicken, the ingredient is chicken. But for, say, chicken nuggets, look at the ingredients. There's probably 20 or more ingredients. That is ultra processed. Now, obviously, cooking is a process. So we just want to minimize the way that food is processed. You can whip up so easily a healthy, nutritious, and cheap meal. Just take egg fried rice, for example. Brown rice and egg. Egg is a whole food. Vegetables. You can even use frozen vegetables for convenience. And for added protein, just throw in some tofu or some good quality meat. And there you go. You have a healthy, nutritious, and cheap meal. So whole foods need not be expensive. I like to add a bit of MSG because I don't think there's anything wrong in MSG. You know, it makes it taste good and, you know, just a tiny bit. But if you're allergic to it, then don't. But otherwise, MSG is actually perfectly okay. If adding a tiny bit of MSG is going to make you eat a whole lot healthier, then hey, this is a short video today because I have to go out to town to collect something that I'm having delivered. I am having delivered a CCTV to put down there where the gate is because someone, believe it or not, someone set up my dog. Someone actually opened the gate and he cannot reach the latch himself. So someone must have opened the gate, let him out, and then someone accused him of biting someone or chasing some motorbike or whatever. So, you know, he got set up. You know why they set him up? Because, you know, my dogs know right from wrong. This whole thing started because there were thieves amongst us. And when they came around stealing either fruit or construction site materials, my dog started barking at them. And that was when they started hating my dogs. And then they've been like setting them up forever. So today I am installing a CCTV and I just hope they stop this barbaric nonsense, you know, that they, you know, steer away from our land. So have a great rest of the week and eat healthy, take care. Oh, it's arrived. Bye.